the apple stand's surprise. It was a breezy fall afternoon, the kind where crunchy leaves rustled around everyone's feet, and the whole world smelled like apples and cinnamon. "Let's go for a walk," said Mommy, tying Shuey's shoes while he squirmed on the bottom step. "I don't want socks," said Shuey. "Socks are too socky." "Socks are important," said Mommy, "especially when you like jumping into leaf piles." "He doesn't like socks, but he wears a hat in the bathtub," said Dina. "That's because the soap doesn't go in my brain that way," Shuey explained. They set off down the shady street. Dovi and Dina carried brown paper bags to collect leaves for their collage. "Red ones are for fire," said Dovi. "Yellow is sunshine," said Dina. "Brown is for chocolate," added Shuey, licking his lips. They stopped by the corner where the apple farmer had set up a little wooden stand. The apples looked shiny and perfect. "Apples, big, juicy, crunchy apples," the sign read. "Oh no," said Mommy. "I forgot my wallet." "I have 5 cents," said Dovi. "I have a sticker," said Dina. Shuey looked down, then lifted one foot. "Wait, where's my other shoe?" Everyone froze. "He was wearing both," said Mommy. "I tied them myself." "Maybe it came off in the leaves," said Dovi. "Let's find it," said Dina, already peering behind a tree. They began searching. Dovi poked leaf piles with a stick. Dina gently lifted leaves one by one. Mommy checked under a bench and behind a bush. Shuey crawled into a pile of leaves head first. "Shuey," called Mommy, "be careful." "This is an emergency," said Dovi. "We can't let Shuey walk around with one shoe and one sock." "His toes will get chilly," said Dina. Shuey pointed to a swirl of leaves. "Maybe it's hiding in there with a squirrel." They checked. Nothing. "Anything?" asked Mommy. "Just a worm," said Dina. "His name is Shloimi," added Shuey. "He said he didn't see a shoe." They returned to the apple stand. And then, "There it is," said Dina, pointing to the table. Shuey's little sneaker was sitting right next to the apples. "How did it get up there?" asked Dovi. The farmer chuckled. "Found it in the grass this morning. I figured someone would be back for it." Shuey grabbed the shoe and slipped it on. "Thank you for babysitting my shoe," he said seriously. "Well," the farmer said, "I think a polite boy who thanks me so nicely deserves an apple." He handed Shuey the biggest, shiniest red apple in the basket. As they walked home, Shuey crunched happily. "Hashem made sure I found my shoe," he said between bites. Mommy nodded. "That's called Hashgacha Pratis, Hashem's special care for every little thing." Dina added, "Even when something gets lost, it's never really lost." Shuey looked down at his feet and grinned. "That means my shoe and me are both right where we're supposed to be." They all smiled and walked on together.